Holy cow. Welcome to Donnie's Hangout Adventures. And well, I had a really good birthday yesterday, just like Christmas, just me and my wife, and I had a really good birthday. A lot of people wished me happy birthday, and you know what? It was a pretty good day. Won't reveal how old I am, and I usually do this type of video usually about once a year, usually about towards the end of the year. I did one last year. I did one, pretty sure I did one the year before. Plans for next year is a little bit different than years past. I don't really have anything big planned next year, but you never know what will happen. But I will keep continuing doing my YouTube videos. I'm hoping to do some outdoor videos next year. They usually like a car show or something. That might be something I do during the summer. Maybe the balloon races. Who knows? I will do some outdoor videos next year. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to, my tripod selfie stick, which I've had for a couple years, since Des Moines.
You'll have to replace it.
Unfortunately, I need to replace that sometime after the new year. And those aren't that really expensive, because I've always done my videos on, well, cheap, low budget. And not like a lot of YouTubers that have like videos sliced in and all that. They're done on cheap. I got that tripod selfie stick, which I think I got my money for that when it was only like $10. Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure I got my money out of that. We're going to the zoo 3 times, doing all those videos I filmed in Des Moines. The one in Vegas, I was using just a crappy selfie stick. I wish I would have had the tripod selfie stick then. And I'm pretty sure I can find another one of those on eBay, pretty cheap. I mean, and they're really, really nice. The reason it's called a tripod selfie stick, because it's like the smaller version of this tripod I have here, that I can actually set it down, which I have done quite a few times. I can set it down like on a surface like a picnic table or even on CMAT, and I can pull it up and sit there and do video hands-free. And it's only about this big. It wasn't very big, and I actually do miss that tripod selfie stick, which I'm going to replace that sometime next year before the summer, because I do want to do some outdoor videos, but I don't know really what I'm going to do. I'm doing some thinking about it, and I usually do pretty good thinking outside the box on stuff I can do, because you know when you don't have any money to really do anything, you have to really think outside the box on what you can do. And plans other than that, plans for next year, YouTube videos will continue. The Rumble videos will definitely continue. That ain't going to be no different than it was in this entire year. Even though I always have one goal. I didn't exceed the goal this year because of everything that went on. I wanted to do one video at least on Rumble every day. I never got to actually do that goal. There was like a couple or 3 months where I didn't even do any videos. And I feel like my fan base really hasn't went up much at all, hardly at all. I've gained about 5 or so on YouTube. I don't have a big following on YouTube. Neither I don't on Rumble either. And my videos on Rumble are a little controversial. They always have been and they always will be. See, Rumble, I can talk about stuff that I can't talk about on YouTube, because on YouTube I get a ban instantly. And have you noticed I haven't gotten a ban from YouTube in months? Have you noticed that? That's because everything I want to talk about I do on Rumble, and they're not going to give me a ban like YouTube it will. I haven't been banned. I don't think it's been more than months. I feel like it's been close to a year since I even have been banned. There is another channel I have on YouTube, which I haven't used in a long, long time. I mean, it's been, I don't know how long it's been since I've used that one. I'm not even sure the channel is still up because I hardly ever go on it, but I think it is. I'm pretty sure it's there. Now, trying to think how to say this next part is I'm dealing with a lot of mixed emotions, and I'm dealing with it the best way I can. I'm just trying to say this without actually giving away, is I'm dealing with my emotions the best way I can, because I know next year, just like the end of this year, I know I have to move on. I have to move on and move far away. I don't mean move from Ottumwa in essence. I mean, I have to literally...
Well, not right now.
Not right now. I mean, that will happen someday, but not right now. I have to literally move on and move away. I have to space myself, which I have, from my brother and mom situation. I completely removed myself from it. The only thing I really want to do, because then we can really, really move on. I want to get rid of mom's shit. I want her shit.
We're just trying to find someone to get it to them.
To go over to where they're living, and I know where they're living. I want to get rid of it because we can't move on. It's tough to move on when there's a lot of shit here.
With old energy.
It just, that energy brings it down, and there's memories of it. And I just want to...
She needs some of it.
And she needs a lot of it, actually. She has a lot of clothes. A lot of clothes. Because we thought, until plans changed, like they always do, we thought she was going to be living with us.
So I worked my butt off washing a bunch of her clothes and blankets and stuff like that for her.
For nothing, literally.
Yeah, it won't stay clean.
So I'm working through my emotions and all that, because I know next year, no matter what happens, whether mom lives 24 hours or whether she lives another 12 months or even 6 months, no matter how long she lives, it doesn't matter. I have to completely move on and move away from it. Ottumwa was a small town. That's always I wish we lived somewhere else besides Ottumwa, where it was a big city, where the chances of running into somebody goes down about 1%. In Ottumwa, the chances you're going to run into somebody that you absolutely can't stand, it's pretty freaking high. Because Ottumwa's not that big of a city. It never has been. Well, I won't say never. Well, it's back in the 50s. But Ottumwa is a small town. You're going to run into somebody that you want to take a fork and poke your eye out. So you're going to run into them at some point. It's just the way it is, because Ottumwa is such a small city. I know I started talking about my plans for next year, but that is actually a plan for next year, because I want to totally remove, I have totally moved on from it, but I really, really want to completely, actually we want to completely move on and move away from that.
We want that stuff with her where it belongs.
And I know where they're at. We just
It's hard to find someone to take the stuff over there when a lot of people don't like him for what he's lied about.
Yep. And it's hard to find anybody that was one of mom's friends, because they sort of turned against me because of brother's lies. So that is also on the plan for next year. And so I will continue to do my Rumble videos. YouTube, that's completely random, like this one. YouTube videos are completely random. You never know when I'm going to do one. So that's the plans for next year. And of course on New Year's, we will do what everybody does. Well, not entirely. A lot of people go out on New Year's parties and get shit-faced and follow. But no, we don't do that. We'll do that in the comfort of our own home. And we'll, gonna have, a few drinks.
Some adult beverages.
Adult beverages,
I know how to make some good mixed drinks at home, and we got some wine coolers. We'll have fun.
So we're going to
We
bring in...
deserve it. We've earned it. We haven't drank in months.
No, we haven't.
Before your mom's stroke.
So that's what we're going to do on New Year's. Going to get our drink on.
Or freak on, maybe.
And bring in the new year with a bang. Literally and figuratively.
Wait, what?
Yeah, wait, what? And I wish I could do more outdoor videos like I did when we was in Des Moines. Be that as it may, it's another year where I haven't smoked. I haven't smoked for over 2 years. So it's going to be another year where I haven't smoked, and that will continue well into next year. And I'm hoping to do more Rumble videos next year. I set an unprecedented goal. We're going to try to do one every day. And of course, that didn't happen because of everything that happened this year because of a shit show, literally and figuratively, on so many levels. And I wished I had money to do stuff like I did with the wrestling event I went to here a little over a year ago. I wish I could do stuff like that more because that was such fun to do. But you know what? Someday, maybe when we are doing a lot better than we are right now.
Right now, we're just doing what we need to make sure we have a home.
We're doing whatever we can right now to just basically survive.
And have
But
groceries.
someday I want to be beyond the surviving part.
Yes.
Because that gets
Old.
really old after a while when you can't go out to eat and you can't go out and do stuff together, and it gets really old after a while.
When you have only one income.
And especially when you only have one income, and then you have somebody like brother who's robbing money basically,
And gets everything handed.
and he can go out to eat 28 times in a month. And that really annoys me to no end. But you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. What can I do? Nothing I can do about what he does.
He's just entitled.
But he's entitled. He's a self-righteous, entitled prick. That's the best way to put it. But next year I'm going to try to work on that to not talk about him as if I'm going to try to completely not even talk about him at all. I'm going to work on
And if
that.
other people bring him up, we don't want to hear about it.
I'm going to try not to. That's going to be one of my New Year's resolutions, which I don't do very often, hardly ever. That's going to be one of my New Year's resolutions where I don't want to even talk about it because the less I do and the less I say, the more paranoid he becomes.
Somebody really smart gave you that advice, and it wasn't me.
Yeah, somebody really smart gave me that advice, and it wasn't my wife. So, you know what? Continue to look for my controversial videos on Rumble. YouTube, that's random. You never know what I'm going to post on there or what I'm going to do. You never really know. If there's a zombie outbreak, maybe I'll do a video on it. And, that's pretty much it. What I'm going to have planned for next year. YouTube's going nowhere. And Rumble definitely isn't going nowhere. And Rumble, I'm so close. I'm so freaking close that you can only cash out when you can only cash out with $50 or more. And God, I'm so close. I'm like almost up to $40 on there, and I am so close. And that would help so much at this point. But I'm not going to beg for it. But I'm so close. Maybe sometime next year I'll make some money on there, and I can cash out. I've never made a dime on any of my videos. I never expected to. That was never one of my goals. It was just just have fun with my videos, which I have. YouTube tried to kill it, by banning my videos. But I've always tried to have fun. I was never one that does like, I'm doing this to make a profit. That was never a goal of mine. My goal was always just to have fun and do my opinions. And on Rumble, it's nice because very rarely do I get anybody that's really negative. That doesn't happen too often on Rumble. YouTube, yeah, that's common. That's pretty much almost about every other video I do, is somebody has to be a little bit negative. You know what? Be that as it may, keep expecting my videos. If you, at this point, if you haven't started watching my Rumble videos, it's Holy Cow 1234. You know, I'm always uploading a video over there, and some are pretty controversial. Some aren't, but most of them pretty much are. So if you're a snowflake, don't even bother. Just a cow, anything you want to add? Nope. Yeah, I know. I'll have to work on getting you in more videos next year. We'll figure that out. We will figure that out, Just a Cow. You're just sitting over there, but we'll get you on videos next year. We'll figure that out. We will figure that out. You know what? Well, until I do, I'll probably do a Rumble video, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. Haven't decided, but I will do a Rumble video here in the next day or two. You know what? Well, that's all, folks.